What's up, YouTube? We are back with my first YouTube video of the new NBA season. And my first video of this season had to be about my Boston Celtics. I obviously didn't cover the first game against the Knicks, but I'm going to briefly go over that. I kind of want to just focus on this Miami game because it's more recent. But I will kind of, go over this Knicks game. My God, Porzingis came out of the gates just tearing up his old team. And, Tatum and Porzingis absolutely carried us in that first game. And Porzingis, I got to say, I felt like we were going to lose that game, especially, early in the fourth quarter. But Porzingis absolutely clutch, hitting those two clutch threes towards the end of the fourth quarter in that game. And I gotta say, it feels like Tatum and Brown never click on the same game, which is pretty frustrating as a Celtics fan. I felt like last season, most of the games we lost were because of inconsistencies between the two. It felt like one game Brown was going off and Tatum was struggling. One game Tatum was going off and Brown was struggling. It's just super annoying, but a bright spot for me this year. I know we're only 2 games in, but it feels like when Brown or Tatum is struggling, we kind of have another player to fall back on. First game it was Brown that struggled and Porzingis stepped up. In this game it was Tatum that struggled. Tatum did have 22 points, but he shot 9 for 22, 3 for 10 from 3. Not a great game from Tatum. He did hit some big shots though, so I got to give him credit for that. But like I said, it was Tatum that struggled this game, and it was Derek White that stepped up. So it just feels like this season we have sort of that firepower for when one of the, top 2 players on our team, Brown or Tatum, has an off game. We kind of have a player that will step up for that, which is a very bright spot for me this year, like I said. And, I'm very excited for this season. I can't lie. This is probably my funnest, probably the best time I've had watching Celtics basketball since, those young Tatum and Brown days with, Kyrie, Gordon Hayward, and Horford and Smart. I really love, those days, but this team it's so fun to watch. Our starting 5 just feels, so powerful. You got Drew Holiday, you got Derek White, Tatum, Brown, Porzingis. That's an amazing starting 5. I will get into our bench because I got a few things to say about our bench. I'm just going to say that. I'm going to save that, towards the end of the video. But I just want to go through, this game. Derek White with 28 points, 5 for 7 from 3, and 3 blocks. Shout out to JJ Redick for calling out ESPN for not having Derek White in the top 100. Man, those guys at ESPN, whoever's working for ESPN, does not know ball at all. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. How the hell is Derek White not a top 100 player in the NBA? All-NBA defensive second team last year, and you don't got him in the top 100? By the way, go check out the video I made about the top 100. I reacted to the top 100. Make sure you guys go check that out. Uploaded about probably 2 weeks ago, I believe. But go check that out. Brown had 27, a bounce back game from his stinker game last game. But Porzingis kind of struggled this game. Last game, like I said, obviously a great game from Porzingis. This game, he got into foul trouble, and it felt like Bam Adebayo was just going at him all game. Bam Adebayo had 28 points. He was the sole reason why Porzingis fouled out. He was just completely baiting Porzingis, pump faking. Porzingis was falling for it, and I was just like, dude, what the hell? There was some, especially the play he fouled out on. Bam Adebayo just pump faked and Porzingis fouled out. Dude, you don't gotta jump at Bam Adebayo's mid range. I know he has a pretty good mid range, but you live with that shot, especially for Bam Adebayo. But yeah, because Bam Adebayo's mid range, it was falling, but towards the end of the game, it started to miss. And like I said, you live with Bam Adebayo shooting a mid-range shot instead of him taking you to the paint where Bam Adebayo was best at. But yeah, I was just pretty concerned with that, but I'm sure he'll be better moving forward. And I want to get into our bench. So I got into a few, I want to say arguments, but disagreements with people on Celtics Twitter about our bench. And I was basically just saying our bench is not good. Like, I don't trust anyone on the bench besides Al Horford. Like, we got a lot of young guys like Pritchard and Jordan Wall. I wouldn't say Pritchard's really a young guy. He's pretty experienced now, but I don't know. I will say Pritchard is probably the guy I trust on the bench after Horford, but, you know, we got young guys like Jordan Wash and all these guys. We picked up guys like O'Shea Brissett and Lamar Stevens, but I'm not sold on those guys. I just think, I don't mean to bring up the deadline already. We're only 2 games in, but we got to make a move at the deadline if, you know, the bench is going to be producing like this, you know, all season. And I'm sure Brad Stevens will make that move, you know, if it's needed. But I just want to say, so far, this bench is concerning. This game, the bench had 8 points. And Horford had none of them. 8 points off the bench. And last game, we had 12 points off the bench. Now, I know that the starting 5 is going to carry most of the scoring because of how good it is. But still, I mean, the bench is just, it's not very good, man. Like, it's concerning. It's something I have a big concern with. And I know we have guys like coming in and playing defense like Sam Hauser. I like Sam Hauser, but yeah, I don't know, man. It's just, it's a big concern I have with this team. Maybe I'm overreacting. I know we're only 2 games in, but, you know, it's just, I'm getting pretty concerned with the bench already. Let me know in the comments if you guys think I'm overreacting. I probably am. But I will cover the Heat a little bit. Jimmy Butler struggled. 3 for 11, 14 points. And I believe like 11 of his points, like 11 of his points came from the free throw line. Which, man, he was getting some bullshit calls. I'm not going to lie. And he realistically could have had like 5 or 6 points in this game. But Tyler Hero had 27, and like I said earlier, Bam Adebayo had 28. It just feels like with a game where Hero is scoring 27 and Bam scoring 28, you guys don't win that game. It just feels like when you're getting almost 60 combined from Hero and Bam, it just feels like you should easily win that game. But obviously the Celtics can match their scoring. I feel like they can match the scoring with anyone in the league. Also, I haven't talked about Drew Holiday at all. Obviously played very, very good defense, one of the best defenders in the league. 17 points today. Shout out to Drew Holiday. Like I said, he's another guy who can quietly give you 20 a night. And that's just what I like about this team over last year's team. We got guys that can give us 20. We got like about 5 guys. Even Horford can give you like 15 to 20 if his shot's falling. We got like 5 to 6 guys that can give you 20 each night. And obviously Tatum and Brown can give you like 40, 50 a night. Not a night, but some nights they can give you 40 to 50. I don't know, man. This team, I got a great feeling about this team. I have high hopes for this team. Maybe I am overreacting to the bench about the scoring. But I mean, I just feel like I'm a hopeful Celtics fan, and I feel like you should just have more than 8 points off the bench. But that's a little concern I have right now. Obviously, this team is playing great. We probably could have lost game 1 if Porzingis didn't hit those clutch threes at the end. But yeah, 2 close games against 2 playoff teams at least. At least they weren't against, scrub teams. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty much all I wanted to cover. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what you guys think about the Celtics this year. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.